Hello, second video today. I'm spoiling you, but the Scotland World Cup training squad for the summer series and then the World Cup, just the training squad, it's not the full squad yet, although it'll give you a good idea as to who's here, has been put out about 2 minutes ago. I've not read it yet, but I've got it up. I'll put it up on the screen next to me, probably about here, so you can look at it as well, and we can kind of talk about it. So, in the forwards, we have Ewan Ashman, Jamie Batty, Dave Cherry, Andy Christie, Luke Crosby, Scott Cummings, Rory Darge, Jack Dempsey, Matt Fagerson, Grant Gilchrist, Richie Gray, Cameron Henderson, Stuart McInally, WP Nell, Jamie Ritchie, Pierre Schumann, Javan Sebastian, Sam Skinner, Rory Sutherland, George Turner, Murphy Walker, and Hamish Watson. So a lot of forwards. All looking okay there, to be honest with you. One name that sticks out that's not there that I'm surprised about is Johnny Matthews. I don't think I see Johnny Matthews' name, which surprises me because he broke Glasgow's record for most tries in a season. I don't know why he's not there then, but I suppose they do have a good few hookers there. And I'm just looking: Ashman, Cherry, McInally, Turner. So no Fraser Brown either. No. Interesting. But apart from that, all seem fine. All of these players are most of them are well capped for Scotland. You've got Murphy Walker. I don't think he's got many, but have been really good for Glasgow. Cameron Henderson. I don't know much about him. He's Leicester, isn't he? He was in the Six Nations squad as well, but he never got a game. So it'll be interesting to see if he actually can get some minutes. And then shall we read through the backs? So in the backs, we've got Jamie Dobie, Darcy Graham, Chris Harris, Adam Hastings, Ben Healy, Stuart Hogg, George Horn, Hugh Jones, Blair Kinghorn, Stafford McDowell, Ali Price, Cameron Redpath, Finn Russell, Ollie Smith, Kyle Steyn, Sione Tuipulotu, Duhan van der Merwe, and Ben White. Again, brilliant names. Nice to see Jamie Dobie in there. As well as George Horn and Stafford McDowell as well. Some nice inclusions there. It'll be good to see Ollie Smith getting some game time at 15 with Hogg on the way out, but we still do have Hogg, obviously. Another noticeable thing that I'm always intrigued why he's never in the Scotland squad, really. He wasn't in the Six Nations. I can't remember if he was in the Autumn or not, is Ben Vellicott. I know he's capped for Scotland because he played for them a couple of years ago. Six Nations 22, I believe he played a couple of games. But I mean, obviously Ben White has been incredible. George Horn's been really good. Jamie Dobie's played more wing this season, so I don't know if they've brought him in as a winger or if he's going to go back to his usual 9. It's also nice to see Darcy Graham back, obviously. McDowell, I don't know if I've spoken about him, I can't remember, but he's been good for Glasgow this season. Nice to see him in the squad. And to be honest with you, it's a fairly normal team. It's kind of, if you would have told me this, I would have basically been able to tell you that will be the squad. It is a decent squad. I'm just going to move the camera over here to have a look and see if the replies to the tweet are getting any listing any players or that I haven't mentioned. There's been a interview with Townsend about his excitement and the busy months. Yes. Follow my Twitter, by the way, Ben's Rugby. There's a link in my bio in my account thing, and I'll leave you one in the description of this video. It kind of slightly more biased opinions on things. There's praise for Henderson. Yeah, there's a few people questioning why Johnny Matthews isn't in. A few people happy. I'm happy with it. Apart from the take out of Johnny Matthews, who, I mean, he did go off injured, I think, for Glasgow, so I don't know if that's the reasoning. But then I'm pretty sure a couple of other players on here were injured at the minute. I don't know though. But yeah, what do you think on this squad? Do you think it's good enough to do anything? Obviously, it's not the full thing, but it's just a training squad, which kind of gives us an idea as to what the players he's looking at for the World Cup. To be honest with you, I'd be fairly happy if that squad went straight to World Cup in France in November. If it was that squad that went, I'd be fairly happy with it. We've got all the big names we all thought we'd have. We've got some of the younger players as well, and we've got no real massive surprise inclusions there. I think everyone's been called up before or has been really good for club. I don't think there's really anyone who's like, oh, I didn't expect him in there. But yeah, let me know your opinion, and I'll see you later.